Hi, welcome to Low Carb Spin. I'm Karen.
And I'm Therese.
Today we have a great recipe for you. It is a cheddar and chive sandwich roll.
It's delicious.
Join us in the kitchen.
So how are we starting this yummy sandwich roll?
Well, we're gonna bloom some yeast. So I have water here, about 110 degrees, and I have some yeast, and we're gonna use inulin to bloom the yeast.
Perfect.
Oh, and it's getting stuck here.
Exactly.
Get it in there. Stir it around, and I'm gonna stick this in the microwave just because it's a little bit warmer than the air temperature in the house, and we'll let that bloom.
At least 5 minutes, minimum. We looked at 5 minutes and ours was a little bit flat still, and then we got busy mixing other things, and whoa, when we came back it was really high. So
Yes,
don't short your time on your
before you
blooming.
make any of the egg white mixture, because that's gonna give it that really lift.
So we got that going, and we're gonna start with spices. Yes?
Yeah, this is gonna give us all that punch of flavor. So we have chopped chives,
Yes, as you can see.
and we have some garlic powder.
Down one arm today.
Honestly, she will do anything to get out of doing the dishes. Some onion powder,
There we go.
salt, and some dillweed.
And this is really going to give these rolls a nice punch of flavor to eat plain or with other stuff for sure. Let's mix it with this.
Stir that up. And then what we're going to do with that mixture is some of it's going to go into the batter, and the other part of it we're going to put into the egg wash topping that we're going to do on the buns. So yeah, we're just going to take a portion of this.
So kind of split it.
Yeah, I think you just need to, that looks more than enough because it's not half.
Whoops. Take a little back. Put it in this one.
You could do that.
Actually, you got to hold this one.
Really?
Yep.
Okay, now I got to do everything here.
Well, I got to do something. Can't just sit around. It's not like me. All right, is that about right? Mm-hmm. Okay, a little messier than we normally are, but it'll do. So we're going to set these aside. Mm-hmm. All right. And what comes up next?
We're going to start with our the blender and do our egg white protein powder mixture. We did everything kind of ahead of time. Let me get this out of our So we have your mixer bowl. Mm-hmm. First thing, why don't you dump the egg whites in?
Perfect.
I think everything could, we'll go in at everything at once. So you can do the egg white powder.
Okay.
I'm a one-handed gal. And that is gelatin.
Okay.
And cream of tartar. And some allulose. And that is acacia fiber. We're just gonna take a break until our yeast blooms.
Sounds
And then
good.
we'll mix it up.
So next, we're going to take our beater attachment and we're going to give this mixture a good mix just so that it doesn't stick on the bottom. Do it as best I can with one hand. If not, Karen will have to give it an extra mix.
See if you can dump the yeast in.
How's that looking?
It looks good.
About
That's
right?
fine.
Okay.
Yeah, the beater will do the rest when you mix it up.
Look how much it doubled in size. Looks
Yeah,
great.
that's pretty incredible. See if we can get that all in.
Came
Awesome.
out pretty good. Awesome. And then we're just going to mix that up. As you're getting ready for the mixer here, you're going to preheat your oven. This would be the best time to do it.
At 325.
That sounds like a good temperature to me.
Ooh, that looks nice and stiff peaks.
Satiny, yes. I like it.
I'm going to take some of the batter out, like this, and I'm going to add it to 2 egg yolks. When we cracked the first eggs, we reserved 2 egg yolks.
Perfect.
You're going to have some leftover egg yolks, but you can save them for scrambled eggs in the morning. So I'm just going to mix it around like this, and this will make it easier to mix
Blend it
back
in
in,
there, exactly.
right? And hopefully not deflate as much. So Teresa's going to start with our cheesy part.
Yes.
So we have, yes, cheese powder.
Hard for me not to pick out of the bowl. Okay, we got to get going.
It's got a sticky finger.
So we're going to add in our chives into this because we want it to get all coated, correct? Mm-hmm. And this is our
baking powder.
The baking powder. Now, do you want to stir this first and then add the cheese, or doesn't matter?
You can, doesn't matter.
Okay, we'll give it a little stir.
I'll hold the bowl.
Yep.
There you go.
Okay.
Okay, dump the cheese in. It works.
You didn't see that.
That's what the dogs are for, right? Here.
Get the rest. There you go.
It's always easier with one hand, right? Okay, can you
Well, you know, they always think you can do everything one-handed, and then when you actually have to, it might be a different story. All right, so we're going to get this all coated, and that's going to help it all mix in at the end.
Right. I'm just going to pour this fat portion in. Kind of distribute it around. And after you add the egg yolks and you add the cheese, what's going to happen is your mixture is going to deflate. It's going to want to deflate very quickly. But we're only going to give it a tiny little mix because we don't want that quote-unquote texture that everyone talks about that they don't like with the egg white bread. So right now, see how it looks like cheesy clumps? The cheese powder really coated it. It's going to help it stay in between the egg mixture.
So it doesn't all stick together in the middle of your bread. Yeah, it'll be distributed nicely. Yeah.
Right, and if you don't have the cheese powder, you can also use butter powder.
Perfect.
I mean, because it already has the cheddar in it, but we had it, so we were going with it. So I'm
cheddar
just gonna,
bread, why not add a little more cheddar?
There you go. So I'm just going to add this in. Looks like our oven temperature is ready. And we're just going to, do this just a tiny bit. And that's kind of the best way. It's not going to be mixed. Okay? It's going to be all clumpy. Sorry about that. Hold your ears. Sure.
We don't need it?
No.
Sink.
And so we're going to mix the rest of it, and hopefully so it doesn't deflate, so we can get it in there. We took our mesh pan and we used a paper towel and we greased each well. And
but
so we used
coconut
oil this time.
Yeah.
So
we think it works better than the avocado. We're not really sure. We've done a few test runs.
I've done it both ways, and the last time I did these, I used the other one. So I'm like, let's just do the coconut and let's see.
Yeah.
Okay, put that in the bowl there. Yeah, don't lick that.
Very tempting.
Very tempting. We're going to use this great
our
scooper.
Favorite scoopers.
Yeah, this is like the jumbo Genaluca.
Exactly.
So we're just going to go like this. Nice big welt.
Yum.
And it should make 8. Might make more.
But this when it makes more.
This was easier than piping it in?
Sure. Definitely. And they come out so pretty.
I think we got a little bit too deflated here. We are going to put these in the oven. Oven's 325. We're going to put it in for 15 minutes. And then we're going to show you how we do the egg wash.
Sounds good.
For the egg wash, we have just a whole egg. And then we have that reserve of the chive spice powder. Just going to put that in and whisk it up really, really good.
So you're going to brush the tops with this, and then how long do they go back in the oven for?
I would say like 10 minutes. You're going to have to watch it. Your oven is different than mine, so we'll watch it. We'll keep them in for another 10 minutes and then turn the oven temperature off.
There you go. Nice.
And then we're just going to
use our wash.
Put the wash on so we get all the the flavors
on
and
the top.
chives. Plus this also seals in the top of the bun. This is going to prevent the bun from the sticky deflating a little bit, but the sticky top, so that when you grab your burger, the top of it doesn't come off in your hand. So we'll
they look heavenly.
They smell so good.
Exactly.
And I'm so hungry right now. And once you have them all coated, they're gonna go back into the oven. Look at these. They've been resting in the oven for 10 minutes with the oven off after our initial bake.
Doesn't make you hungry. I don't know what
I know. I said before, this was a while ago that I was starving. So we're just gonna pop these out.
Let them cool.
They're a little hot. Yeah. It's going to be one of those moments where they're not going to cool off fast enough for me.
Exactly.
I think I like the texture that the coconut oil made. I don't know if it helps cook it more than the avocado spray. I don't know.
Definitely worth experimenting with, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Now these are a little flatter than other ones that we've made. I think, you know, having one arm, and it actually took us a little bit longer than I would have liked when we do the whipping of the eggs, but they're gonna still be absolutely delicious. Oh, they smell so good. Mm-hmm. We will be back once these are cool and we'll cut them.
Sounds good. Our favorite part.
Taste test.
Exactly.
So as you can tell, we have two different rolls here. So these are the sandwich rolls we made today. Mm-hmm. It is humid out, and it
does make a huge difference.
It makes a huge difference.
Any egg white kind of bread you're making.
Yeah.
So,
and then
on an unhumid day.
An unhumid day. These were yesterday.
Yeah.
So
both will be delicious.
Absolutely. That's without a doubt. So suggestions for these is I would cut them like a regular, sandwich, like bun.
Yep.
But for these,
yeah, I like to do the cutting the other way across, and you're almost gonna come up with a like a crostini, and you can toast them and do them as appetizers and just lay them sideways. And I think those are really, that's how we kind of presented them to people to taste test, and they were like, wow, these are great. So
I think we're gonna do it both ways. So why don't you hand me a plate?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do it like this. And get the other one. Mm-hmm. You one-handed bandit, you. Okay. And then I want to try this one also with butter. So I'm gonna slice these.
Look how pretty they are. All that cheddar chunks.
Mm-hmm. We're just gonna do it really simple. We have some Primal Kitchen chipotle mayo. Mm-hmm. We have some roast beef.
Yum.
And then some avocado. That's our sandwich today.
Mm-hmm. So are we doing the butter one first, or the?
I don't know, whichever one you want to do.
I'll do the butter one. And just feel that cheddar going down.
It smells so good.
Mm. Delicious.
Mm-hmm.
I would like that with an egg on the side.
Oh my gosh, and for breakfast with a poached egg,
mm-hmm.
It would be great.
I'm going in for the sandwich.
Yeah.
Maybe messy.
Messy, whatever. Get bibs.
Mm.
Mm.
That's a good combination.
Well, cheddar and roast beef. Can't beat that.
Mm-hmm.
If you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, and share, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.